Hello, happy Friday. We're gonna do a 60-minute yoga class. I am so excited that you all are here. If you have any questions, you can always ask me after class. If something doesn't feel right for your body, remember that you can skip it, you can modify, or you can do something else entirely. Yoga at times should be challenging, but you're never going to a point of pain. We're gonna start with 3 rounds of sun salutations to warm up the body. For the sun salutes, you can come towards the top of your mat. I'm gonna stand back and show you in periphery. Relax your shoulders, lift your chest, and look straight ahead. Bring your hands together at heart center and begin. As you inhale, lift your arms up overhead, looking up as if you're saluting the sun. Exhale, stomach in, bend your knees and fold forward. Arms with your ears, relax your head. Inhale, lengthen into a halfway lift. Hips over heels. You can have your hands on your thighs, your shins, or the floor in front of you. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your hands on the floor, and step back into a high plank or tabletop position. From here, on your next exhale, you're gonna hug your elbows in and lower down halfway. Inhale, come up into a back bend. You can do up dog with arms straight and thighs off the floor, or cobra with elbows bent and thighs off the floor. Exhale, you're gonna stretch your back. You can tuck your toes under and lift your hips up for down dog. Bend one knee, straighten the other, lift your heels, and then press your heels down to the floor. Look for your thighs behind you. If down dog is not speaking to you, come down onto your knees and take a child's pose instead. Sink your hips down and stretch your arms forward. So every plank can be a tabletop, every up dog can be a cobra, and every down dog can be a child's pose. Lots of options. On your next inhale, hands to the floor, look forward, step forward, and lengthen into your halfway lift, shoulders away from ears. Exhale, bend your knees and fold, relax your head. Inhale, arms with your ears, hands together. Root to rise, lift up, come up with a flat back, look up overhead. Exhale, hands down at heart center. 2 more sun salutes. Inhale, lift your arms up, look up. Exhale, bend your knees and fold. Inhale, lengthen, shoulders away from ears, back flat. Exhale, hands to floor, step back into your high plank or tabletop. If that lowering down motion does not work for you today, skip the vinyasa, go straight from your plank or child's pose directly into your down dog or words are hard this morning, or child's pose. Otherwise, take a vinyasa, lower down halfway. Inhale into your up dog or cobra. If you're doing up dog, make sure your thighs are off the floor. Exhale your down dog or child's pose. So for child's pose, sink your hips down towards your heels and reach your arms forward to stretch your back. For down dog, lift your hips to the ceiling, press your heels to the floor and spread your fingers wide. Root down through all 28 knuckles rather than just your wrists. You want to push down through the knuckles and the space between your index finger and thumb. On your next inhale, look forward, step forward, lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms with your ears, come up with a flat back, hinge at your hips, look up. Exhale, hands down at heart center. Last one, inhale, lift your arms up, look up. Exhale, bend your knees, fold. Inhale, lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to floor, step back, high plank, keep exhaling, lower down. Inhale, up dog, back bend. Exhale, down dog. Try to get your heels to the floor. Keep your hands shoulder width distance, but you can take a wider step, right? You can widen your feet if that helps you press your heels down. Lift your hips up, push the floor away from you. Take a slow inhale, slow exhale. Inhale, look forward, step forward, lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, lift up. Exhale, hands down. Wonderful. So that's our little warm up. Now we're going to hop into 26 and 2 yoga. Come to the middle of your mat space with your feet together, toes, heels touching nicely. Interlock your 10 fingers, cross your thumbs, and glue your knuckles underneath your chin. Rock your weight into your heels. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. You made it to class. Concentrate, meditate, and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up. Breathe in through your nose. Lift your elbows up. Suck your stomach in. Fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up. Exhale through your mouth. HA, sound, head back. Arms forward, elbows touch. Good. Inhale. Chin down, slowly bring your chin down. Look straight ahead, lift your elbows all the way up, breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale, head up slowly, push your head back, look way, way, way back for the wall behind you, arms forward, elbows touch away from your body. Good, inhale, chin down, breathe in through your nose, down through your throat to the very bottom of your lungs. Exhale, head up. As you exhale, open your mouth wide, look back, stretch your arms forward, arms touch, elbows touch. Good, inhale, head down, keep the weight in your heels, thighs tight, glutes tight, stomach in. Exhale, head up, weight stays in your heels, hips a little forward, stomach in, look back, arms forward, elbows touch. Inhale, head down. This is the last breath in the first set. Make your spine a little longer, elbows a little higher, lungs a little fuller. Suck your stomach in, breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale, head up, take your time. Eyes open, hips forward, legs locked, stomach in. Keep exhaling, push, squeeze, elbows touch. Good, change. Arms down, you can roll out your shoulders and head. Second set, feet together, interlock your 10 fingers, cross your thumbs, glue your knuckles underneath your chin. Squeeze your thighs. Squeeze your butt, grow taller out of the base of your spine, and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up. Breathe in through your nose, lift your elbows up, suck your stomach in, fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up. Exhale through your mouth, push your head back, stretch your arms forward, elbows touch. Inhale, head down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Full lungs. Exhale, head up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, lungs empty, 1. Inhale, head down. Use the full 6 seconds to inhale. Take in more and more and more air. Good. Exhale, head up. Use the full 6 seconds to exhale. Take your time. Elbows touch when your lungs are empty, not before or after. Inhale, head down. Notice if you're rocking back and forth or side to side, root down through your heels, lift your chest up. Exhale, head up. Just your head drops back, stomach in, shoulders down, elbows up, triceps parallel to the floor. Inhale, head down, last breath, second set. Make it the deepest breath of your life. When your lungs are totally full, surprise yourself. Take in one more sip of air. Exhale, head up. Take your time, let everything go through the exhale breath. Any worries, any cares, let them go. Be here now, elbows touch. Good, change. Arms down, you can roll out your shoulders and head. We'll continue half minute with hands to feet pose, feet together. Inhale your arms over your head. I'm gonna step back a little bit, palms together. Interlock your fingers, release your index fingers, cross your thumbs, nice tight grip, stretch up and bend right and left, right and left. Every time we pass through the middle, reach up and over a little taller. Okay, then come to stop in the middle, half moon pose. Bring the weight into your heels. Push your hips a little forward, squeeze your palms together, stomach in, upper body back, touch your biceps to your ears. Inhale, breathing, stretch up out of your waist, try to touch the ceiling. Exhale, breathing, absolutely straight line, slowly bend your body to the right. Without bending your elbows and knees, continuously push your hips to the left beyond your flexibility. You're trying to create a tremendous stretching feeling in the left side of your body, all over, inside out, bones to skin, fingers to toes. Just remember, it's the first posture of the day and there's no rush. Know where you have to be. Nothing you have to prove to yourself or to anyone else. All you have to do is breathe in and out through your nose. Let your breath be your guide. As you inhale, lengthen your arms. As you exhale, come down, push, push, push. Change. Inhale to come up, hips forward, arms back, stretch up, and slowly bend your body to the left as you press your hips to the right. And it's worth noting that I'm not mirroring you, so it might look like I'm bending to the right, when in fact I'm bending to the left. You are welcome to follow my words or my body language, either way. Just know that in general, we will do the right side of postures first. So with that in mind, push your hips to the right, stretch your upper body to the left, keep breathing, come down, push, push, push. Change, inhale to come up. First back bend of the day. I'll show you from the side. This is the only posture I can't show and tell at the same time. Take a deep breath, full lungs, keep your eyes open, relax your head all the way back as far as it goes. Maybe give your head a gentle shake. Look for the floor behind you, squeeze your butt, lift your chest, and bring your arms back with your ears. Try to touch the wall behind you. So whole spine back bending, whole front of the body stretching, keep the weight in your heels, squeeze your back, push stomach, thighs, hips forward, and then bring your arms back, look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back, good, change. Inhale to come up, stretch up and lengthen, and then exhale, bend your knees and fold forward with a flat back. So it's safest to go in and out of this posture with a straight spine. Hands to floor, relax your head, keep your stomach in, and then go for a walk, move your hips, shake your head. This is a U-turn from back bending to forward folding. At the beginning of class, your spine might not be quite warmed up yet. Move your hips to get your lower back nice, relaxed, comfortable, easy, flexible. Okay, Padastasana, hands to feet pose, stomach in. Bend your knees halfway. You can grab the backs of your calves, your Achilles, or eventually your heels from underneath. Step on all 10 fingers. Wrap your elbows back behind you and roll forward. Touch stomach to thighs, so knees can stay bent. Touch stomach to thighs. Chest to knees, and then relax your head. One day face touches the shins below the knees, so no room for light and air between the upper and lower bodies. This is a great way to stretch your back. Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes, lift your hips up, stretch your spine down. Good, change, come on up, arms with ears, knees can bend. Try to come up with a flat back, straight spine. Good, arms down. And you stand a little taller. That's the whole goal, right? Just standing taller. Second set, feet together, inhale, arms overhead, palms together, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs. So notice if the wrists are bending and the hands are coming apart, drop your shoulders and then try to squeeze palms together. Keep the weight in your heels, stomach in, lift your chin, lift your chest, stretch up, and slowly drop to the right as you press your hips to the left. Come down in a straight line without bending your elbows and knees. So in yoga, it's always more about form than it is about depth. You can come down all the way with the knees and elbows bending. It won't feel good tomorrow, right? Stay light and lifted, even if you don't go down as far. If you're dealing with an illness or an injury, anytime you hear a teacher say something like come down, push, any cue to go deeper into posture, doesn't have to apply to you. You can stay light and lifted. On days where you're feeling good, then you get a little deeper, come down, push, 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 change. Inhale to come up, hips forward, arms back, stretch up, and slowly drop to the left as you press your hips to the right. Keep the weight in your heels, thighs contracted, glutes contracted, push your hips a little forward, stomach in, abdominal wall contracted, upper body back, touch your biceps to your ears. Push your right hip forward to get your two hips in line. Now bring your left shoulder forward, open your chest like a flower petal blooming, come down, push, and push, and push. Change, inhale to come up, second heart opener, take a deep breath, full lungs, keep your eyes open, relax your head back. Again, notice if the wrists are bending, hands are coming apart, squeeze palms together, keep your eyes open, squeeze your butt, lift your chest, and then bring your arms back with your ears, try to touch the wall behind you. Keep the weight in your heels, push your hips forward and then bring your arms back. Look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back, good. Change. Inhale to come up, stretch up tall. Exhale, bend your knees and go down like there's a board strapped to your back. Safest for spine. Hands to floor, drop your head, go for another rock, move your hips, shake your head. Here we go, second set, hands to feet pose, bend your knees halfway. You can grab the backs of your legs or your heels from underneath. Rather than bending your elbows out and lifting your shoulders up, bring your elbows back and then bring the shoulders up, but away from the ears, right? So it's kind of counterintuitive, but you want to lift the shoulders up to the ceiling, away from the ears as you hang upside down. Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes and lift your hips up. Notice if the knees are coming apart, all of the weight in the pinky toes, bring the big toes together, knees together, pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes, lift your hips up, push your knees back, try to lock your legs. Good, change, come on up, arms with ears, come up like there's a board strapped to your back. Very nice, arms down, and you let that one go. Awkward Utkatasana, step your right foot to the right, about 6 inches hip width distance, not too big of a step, insides of your feet, parallel like 11s, arms up, parallel to the floor, tricep muscles tight, nothing loose or hanging. Suck your stomach in, bend your knees, sit back and down into a chair. Feet flat position, spine straight to begin with, 100% of your body weight in your heels. Sit down, halfway only. From here, stomach in, start to lift up. Lift your chin up, chest up, lean back, fall back, way back, change. Inhale to come up. Keep your arms there, push your hips a little forward, spread your toes wide. Now come up maximum on your tiptoes. So we're starting to play around with balance. Stretch up first, and then bend your knees and sit down. Notice if your knees want to come in or out, point your knees and toes forward so your hips point forward, heels a little higher, knees a little higher, sit down into a chair, but don't sit below a chair. change. Inhale to come up. Last part, keep your arms there. Squeeze your knees together. Let your heels come a little off the floor and slowly sit down with your knees together. Stop whenever you want or keep sitting down until there's a 1/2 inch gap between your hips and your heels. Squeeze your knees together and forward, lift your chest, soften your shoulders, relax your face, change, slowly come up, knees together, good, heels down, right foot back, arms down. Second set I'll show you from the side, step your right foot to the right, not too big of a step, insides of your feet parallel, arms up parallel to the floor, triceps tight, stomach in, bend your knees, sit back and down. So in the first part of chair pose, stick your butt out, fold forward, kind of like you're flying forward in a comic strip. Sit down halfway, stomach in, and lift up. Roll the shoulders back and down, bring a little bit more weight back into your heels, lift your chin up, chest up, change, inhale to come up, keep your arms there. Second part, push your hips forward, like think about tucking your tailbone under, and now lift your heels and stretch up. So second part, we wanna lean back, stretch up, bend your knees, sit down. Try to keep a flat back, stomach in, hips forward, heels a little higher, knees a little higher, lean back, and change. Inhale to come up. The last part, squeeze knees together, keep your back nice and flat from the side, and slowly sit down like you're sliding your whole back down a wet marble wall. Stop when there's a gap between your hips and your heels, squeeze your knees together and forward, lift your chest, soften your shoulders, re-engage your fingertips and triceps, change, slowly come up, knees together, good, heels down, right foot back, arms down. Eagle pose, Garasana, remember I'm not mirroring you, we're gonna do the right side first. Inhale your arms over your head, exhale, swing your right arm under your left arm, right arm under left arm, cross first at the elbows. Again, if you can at the wrists, palms together, thumbs towards your face. You can also interlock fingers or grab shoulders if you can't grab the hand today. This is really normal. Pull elbows down, bend your knees, sit down into a chair, stay down there, and bring your right leg over your left leg. Right leg over left leg, cross twist, and eventually wrap your right foot behind your left calf muscle. If your foot is coming out, sit down more. If you're losing your balance, lean back. Knees to the right, upper body to the left, twist like rope, sit down, and lean back. Good, change. Feet together, arms over your head. Let's do the left side. Swing your left arm, zoom, under your right arm, palms together, thumbs towards your face. Pull your elbows down, bend your knees, sit down, stay down there, and bring left leg over right leg. Left over right, cross twist, and eventually wrap your left foot behind your right calf. Doesn't have to be today or tomorrow. At first, you just point your foot towards your ankle, and eventually you wrap the foot. On this side, knees to the left, upper body to the right, sit down a little bit lower, and lean back. Good, change, feet together, arms over your head, showing you second set from the side. Swing right arm, under left arm, pull elbows down, one day fingers go below nose, decompressing the neck, shoulder blade, bend your knees, sit down, stay down there, and bring your right leg over your left leg, cross twist. So in most versions of Eagle pose and other styles of yoga, you lift the hands up, which is a really fun deltoid and shoulder stretch, but in this version, we pull the elbows down, and that's to prepare the shoulders for the next posture, standing head to knee. For now, just sit down a little bit lower, stick your butt out a little bit, and lean your upper body back. Good, change, feet together, arms over your head, last one, left arm, zoom, under right arm, and this side might feel a little or a lot different, it does for me. Pull elbows down, sit down, stay down there, and bring left leg over right leg. So on the other side, I can kind of get my fingers below my nose, not so much on this side. If your foot is coming out, sit down more. If you're losing your balance, arch your upper body back. Bring your knees to the left, upper body to the right, twist like rope, sit down, and lean back. Good, change. Feet together, arms over your head, arms down. Party time, you can grab a sip of water if you want. Cheers, friends, good to see you all. Okay, for the next 3 postures, we continue to balance on one foot. If you fall out, that makes you human. If you hop back in, it makes you a yogi. So always hop back into the posture. Standing head to knee, Dandayamana Janu Shavasana. Shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg, lift your right leg up. Point your toes, flex your toes. Keep your toes flexed back to your face. Option to stay here, or when you're ready, you're gonna start to round down and eventually pick up your right foot. All 10 fingers interlocked, webbing to webbing grip. Standing legs should be solid, concrete, one piece, lamp post, unbroken, you have no knee. If you know your left leg is locked, no bend, no wobble, inhale, breathing slowly, gently lift your right leg up. Stretch it forward until your right leg is exactly parallel to the floor, no higher, no lower, standing leg locked. If both legs lock from the side legs, make an L like Linda, bend your elbows down. Touch elbows to calf muscles one day, elbows go below the calf muscles, lock your knee, lock your knee, lock your knee. Change, slowly reverse out. Shift your weight to your right leg, evenly distribute your body weight on your right foot. Lift your left thigh up, point your toes, flex your toes, keep your toes flexed back. This is a really good stretch for your Achilles and calf, so you don't tear an Achilles tendon, just flexing the toes back. Option to stay here. You're working on your balance, your strength, right? Flexibility. When you're ready, you're gonna round down. And when you can pick up the foot, it becomes a little bit cardiovascular as well. Now you're welcome to start with your knee and thigh high into your chest so that you don't have to round down so much. When you're ready, lift your left leg up. Kick your heel forward, flex your toes back. If your standing leg is bending a lot, think about lifting your hips up so your knee is over your ankle, not your big toe. If both legs lock, bend elbows down, touch elbows to calf muscles, bring your chest down more, shoulders down more. One day elbows go below the calf muscles. Change, slowly reverse out, put your hands on your back, do a little back bend or knee bend. Standing head to knee is a play in 4 acts. Here we go. Shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg, lift your right leg up, flex your toes back, suck your stomach in, ram down. One might say it is actually a play within a play because at a certain point you're going to have to shift your focus, perspective, breaking the 4th ball. Concentrate, meditate. This is act 1. When you're ready, act 2, lift your leg up. Intermission, take a breath. Act 3, bend elbows down. Act 4, play within a play. Slowly tuck your chin to your chest. Practicing pratyahara, cessation of the senses. Touch your forehead to your knee, lock your knee, lock your knee, lock your knee. Change. Take your time as you reverse out, step by step. Whew. Last one, shift your weight to your right leg, lock your right leg. So there's 4 distinct steps. Lift your left leg up, flex your toes back, stomach in, round down. This is step 1. When you're ready, step 2, lift your left leg up. Bring your left heel a little to the left. Step 3, bend elbows down. And if elbows go below calf muscles, tuck your chin to your chest. Put your forehead on your knee. Hold wherever you are for 3, 2, 1. Take your time as you reverse out. Good for you. That is not an easy posture. Standing bow pulling pose, Dandayamana, Dhanurasana, feet together. Bring your right hand up, elbow touches the body, palm faces the ceiling. Bring your hand out to the right. Give yourself a high five for practicing yoga today. Whee! Reach back without turning or twisting your wrist. Pick up the inside of your right foot at the ankle bone. Bring your left arm up, right hip forward, knees together. Lock your left leg, point your right toes. Take a breath, stretch up, and slowly kick into your hand. Simultaneously charge your body forward. So slowly charge your body forward. Simultaneously kick your right leg back and up. Continuously keep kicking without stopping, without intermission. It's the kick that drives the posture. Slowly bring the body down and the leg up. See the foot come over the top of your head from the side, 2 heels in line. Kick back and up, 2 shoulders in line. Body down more, leg up more, kick, kick, kick. Good, change. Slowly kick yourself up. Show you the other side from the side. Bring your left hand up, out to the left, reach back without turning or twisting your shoulders. You don't want to do any of this. Keep the shoulder open, reach back, pick up the inside of your left foot at the ankle, right arm up, left hip forward, knees together. Squeeze your right thigh. Point your left toes, take a breath, stretch up, and slowly charge your body forward. Simultaneously kick your left leg back and up. So at first you're just finding a place where you can breathe and balance. This is a back bend. So lift your chin, lift your chest, relax your stomach, stick your butt out a little bit. Once you can balance, then you come down to parallel. So 2 heels in line, 2 shoulders in line, body down, leg up, kick, kick, kick. Good, change slowly. Kick yourself up and take a breath. Second set, bring your right hand up, out to the right, reach back, Pick up the inside of your right foot, bring your left arm up, right hip forward, knees together. Try to keep your hips in line. Lock your left leg, point your right toes, stretch up, and slowly kick, stretch, and breathe. So your standing leg, your left leg, lift that kneecap up. Contract the quadricep muscles and then kick into your right hand as hard as you can. Kicking, stretching, equal, simultaneous, 50-50. The harder you kick, you can balance forever. Body down, leg up, kick, kick, kick. Good. Change, slowly come up. Okay, last one. Bring your left hand up, out to the left. You can do it, reach back, pick up the inside of your left foot, right arm up, left hip forward. When the back is really tight, this is sometimes enough of a stretch for me. When you're ready, stretch up 1 more inch and slowly charge your body forward as you kick your left leg back and up. So back bends are really healing to the spine, especially in a culture where we like hunch forward and lean forward a lot. These back bends are really good for back pain. Just want to keep the chin and chest lifted. Remember to take it easy. Slowly right shoulder forward, slowly left shoulder back, body down, leg up, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, kick yourself up. Come to the back of your mat, Tula Dandasana balancing stick. Feet together, inhale, arms overhead. Palms together, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, and lean back. Step your right foot forward. Shift your weight to your right leg. Stretch up first, decompress your vertebrae, point your left toes, stretch up and tilt. So in standing head to knee, we rounded the spine. In standing bow, we bent the spine. Now we want to keep a flat back, like there's a board strapped to the back. Body down, leg up, stretch, 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 change. Left foot down, right foot back, lean back, other side, step your left foot forward, stretch up first, point your right toes, keep stretching as you tilt. Arms, body, head, legs, one day, everything parallel to the floor. From the side, body makes a T, like Tom, but not a broken umbrella. Body down more, leg up more, stretch. Good, change, right foot down, left foot back, arms down. So imagine if you were to do this posture in a giant x-ray machine that you would see the vertebrae stretching apart, right? Not rounding, not bending, just stretching apart. Second set, show you from the side, arms up, palms together, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, lean back, step your right foot forward, stretch up, point your left toes and tilt. So remember that it's always form before depth. You don't have to come down parallel to the floor if the spine and the knees are bending, right? Keep your arms with your ears, back nice and flat, slowly body down, leg up. One day, everything parallel to the floor. Change, left foot down, right foot back, other side, step your left foot forward, stretch up, point your right toes and tilt. Think like a human tug of war and you're the rope, so really charge forward, really stretch back, stretch, stretch, stretch. Change, right foot down, left foot back, arms down. Enough of that. For the next 3 postures, you are welcome to face the long side of your mat. I'm going to continue to face you. Standing, separate leg stretching, Dandayamana, Bikattapada, Paschimottanasana. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, step your right foot to the right, big step, 4 feet minimum, arms down parallel to the floor, turn your toes in, heels out, lock your legs, lift your chest, swan dive forward. Flat back, so just like the last posture, imagine there's a board strapped to your back. Grab your heels from behind. For this posture and the next 2, you might need to take a bigger or smaller step than I am, depending on your body proportions. So if you're having trouble grabbing your heels, try taking a little bit of a bigger step. If you can't grab your heels, you can grab the outsides of your feet, your pinky toes to pull, or you can start with your hands on the floor in front of you. And this is a great option for those of you with tight knees and hamstrings. Everybody roll forward, find your edge. You want hips over ankles. So lift your hips up, push your knees back, lock your legs, pull, stretch. One day forehead touches the floor in between your feet. Good, change, slowly come up, take your time. Push your hips forward, lean your upper body back for triangle, Trikonasana. Turn your right foot out, maybe left toes in a little bit, and take a bigger step. Wider step. Okay, our version of triangle, you're gonna keep your left leg straight and bend your right leg. Sit as low as you can, lean back and move your arms at the same time. Right elbow in front of the knee, left arm up to the ceiling, look up towards the ceiling, touch your chin to your shoulder, Profile of your face visible to the front of your mat. Push your left hip forward and down. Push your right knee back with the help of your elbow. Turn, twist, lock your left leg. Keep your left foot flat on the floor. Change. Rotate your arms, straighten your right leg. Right toes in, left toes out. Make sure your heels are in line. Inhale, bend your left leg and lunge. Sit as low as you can. And you might need a bigger or smaller step to help you sit down. Lean back and move your arms. So once you can get your left thigh parallel to the floor, then it's the elbow in front of the knee. But for those of us with tight hips and knees, right, if the thigh is more of a diagonal than a parallel, maybe you just have the wrist or forearm in front, so you still get this long stretch from your ankle to the crown of your head. When you're ready, you're gonna bend your left knee and drop your right thigh down. Turn, twist, lock your right leg, keep your right foot flat on the floor. Change. Rotate your arms, straighten your left leg, left toes in, and bring your arms up, palms together, cross your thumbs, standing, separate leg, head to knee, Dandayamana Bikaptapada Janushirasana. Pivot on your heels to one side of the room, turn your back, left toes in, and then push your hips forward 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. 2 hips in line. Stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, and go down. Now this is a rounded spine posture from standing. It is one to be cautious of if you have a history of slip discs or back pain today. Eventually, you're going to round your spine so much that your forehead and knee touch, but you're never forcing the body. To get your forehead and knee closer together, you can take a bigger step. You can bend your front leg, I always bend my front leg, and then really tuck the chin to the chest and bring your forehead and knee closer together. One day, forehead and knee touch. Push your forehead into your knee a couple times. Lock both legs, hands together. Change, slowly uncurl, left hip forward, left shoulder forward, full stop at the top. Good, pivot on your heels to the other side of the room. Uncross your heels, take a bigger step. Turn your back toes in, push your right hip forward, 2 hips in line, 2 heels in line, backside foot makes a 45-degree angle. Stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, and slowly, carefully go down, round your spine. So this is a compression posture. When we say touch your forehead and knee together, it might sound kind of arbitrary or not a big deal. I think touching a forehead and knee together is kind of a miracle. If you can touch your forehead and knee together, you're telling me you can round your whole upper body over half of your lower body, all of your vertebrae over 1 femur bone. True extension to the spine, true compression to the front of the body. Push your forehead into your knee, lock both legs, hands together, change. Slowly uncurl, right hip forward, right shoulder forward, full stop at the top. Good, pivot on your heels, step your right foot back, arms down. Wonderful, second set, stretching, Paschimottanasana. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, step your right foot to the right, big step. I'm gonna show you from the side, lock your legs, lift your chest, and swan dive forward. Stick your butt up like it's Friday night, not Friday afternoon. So you wanna stick your butt up the whole time. Grab your heels from behind. If you can grab your heels or the outsides of your feet, bend your elbows back, elbows to calves, shoulders to ceiling, belly button to spine. Everybody roll forward, lift your hips up, push your knees back, touch your forehead to the floor in between your feet. If your forehead's not yet touching the floor, go ahead, take a bigger step. Widen your step, widen your welcome, lift your hips, pull, stretch, touch forehead to floor in between your feet. Good, change, slowly come up. Take your time as blood flow reverses. Good. Second set, triangle trikonasana. Turn your right toes out, left toes in. Make sure your heels are in line. You might need a bigger step. Bend your right leg, lunge. You're trying to get your right leg to make an upside down L like Linda, a 90-degree angle. Stay down there. Move your arms. Elbow in front of the knee, left arm up to the ceiling. 6 and 12 o'clock. Look up, stretch up. Push your left hip forward and down. Push your right knee back with the help of your elbow, and then get your right side body off of your right thigh. One long diagonal line from your ankle to the crown of your head. Look up, stretch up, turn, twist, lock your left leg, keep your left foot flat on the floor. Change. Rotate your arms. Push your right heel into the floor, right toes in, other side, left toes out, 2 heels in line. Bend your left leg, sit down, lean back, and move your arms, elbow in front of the knee. Imagine you could press your whole chest, your arms, your whole body against a wall in front of you. So left shoulder forward, right shoulder back, open your chest like a flower petal blooming. Sit down more, chest up more, turn, twist. Lock your right leg, lift your right kneecap, keep your right foot flat on the floor. Change. Rotate your arms, straighten your left leg, left toes in, arms up. Palms together, cross your thumbs, head to knee, Janu Shavasana. Pivot on your heels, turn your back toes in, push your hips forward, forward, forward. Stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest and go down. Can you look at your belly button all the way down? You cannot see your front foot all the way down. Chin to chest, stomach in, bend your front leg, touch your knee and head together. Again, you might need a bigger step or to bend the front leg more. Shift your weight into your front foot, lift your right hip up, press your left hip forward to get your two hips in line. Push your forehead into your knee, lock both legs, hands together. Change, slowly uncurl like you're dragging your forehead up your thigh, your chest, head up, last. Good, pick up your toes, pivot. I'm gonna show you from the front. You want your heels in a line, but not crisscross. That'll make it really hard to balance. Notice if wrists are bending, palms together, wrist straight, right hip forward, left shoulder back, stretch up and go down. Arms with your ears. One day arms behind the ears, pushing the head down. Tuck your chin to your chest as much as you can and relax your jaw. Bend your front leg, touch your knee and head together. Hold here for 3 breaths. Push your forehead into your knee. Lock both legs, hands together. Change, slowly uncurl, arms with ears. One day arms behind the ears, head up, last. Good for you. Pivot on your heels, right foot back, arms down. Come to the middle of your mat for tree and then toe. Lock your left leg and lift your right leg up. Touch your heel to your costume, sole of foot flat to ceiling, slowly, gently. Let your right knee drop down and back. Never force your knee. You want to feel it in the hip, not the knee. Right hand up, and if you can balance without your foot sliding, left hand up. Option to stay here or flow to toe stand. Keep your standing leg straight, stomach in, back flat, hinge forward. At first, just leaning forward, eventually hands to floor. Walk your hands forward like you're gonna do a push-up. Lean forward, lift your heel, bend your knee, and sit down. Walk your hands back to either sides of your hips. Left hand up to the center of your chest. Right hand up, elbows down, spine straight, come a ½ inch off your heel. Good. When you're ready, hands to floor. Lift your hips up to straighten your standing leg. You can come up on 2 feet or push the hips forward to reverse out. Good, change. Shift your weight to your right leg, lock your right leg, and lift your left leg up. And at first, maybe your foot's on top of your shin. This is a good hip opener, eventually knee, thigh, eventually heel to costume. Slowly, gently, let your left knee drop. Again, you wanna feel it in the hip, but you're not forcing the knee. Left hand up, and if you can balance right hand. On this side, my foot falls, so I'm gonna hold on to my foot with my hand. As long as you're not forcing the knee, it's okay to hold on to the foot all the way up. Option to stay here or flow to toe stand. I'm gonna show you from the side. Stomach in, start to fold forward, hands to floor. Lean forward first, right? You wanna lift the heel and put all of your weight in your arms. Once the weight is in your arms, not in your knee, bend your knee, sit. So there's no weight in your knee as you sit down. Walk your hands back to either sides of your hips. Make sure you're having fun. Left hand up to the center of your chest. It's a wobbly process. Right hand up, elbows down, spine straight, come a ½ inch off your heel. Good. When you're ready, hands to floor. You can come up on 2 feet or lift your hips up to straighten your standing leg and then push your hips forward to reverse out. Good. Change left leg down. Honor yourself. Give yourself high five, fist bump, turn around, Savasana. Head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. We're on the floor for the rest of class. Okay, bring your heels together. Let your toes fall open, arms down, palms face the ceiling, eyes open, mouth closed, breathing normal. Join me in 3 slow breaths through the nose, focusing all of your attention on the center line of your body. Take a moment to thank your body for all of the automatic functions that it does that we don't always realize, right? Slow inhale through your nose. Slow exhale through your nose. So on days where it feels like nothing's going our way, it's a nice reminder, right? Our lungs are still working, our heart is working, right? Oxygen and blood are flowing, synapses are firing. There's so much going on at a cellular level. And we don't even have to think about it, right? But it's good to appreciate. Take a slow inhale through your nose. Exhale through the nose. You are so very alive. Bhavani Muktasana, winner moving pose. Bend your right leg up, interlock your 10 fingers, grab your right shin just below the knee, nice tight, white knuckle grip. Pull your knee out to the right, down towards your shoulder, completely avoid your rib cage. Change, right leg down, bend your left leg up, pull your knee out and down. Try to keep your right leg on the floor. If your right leg does not naturally touch the floor, flex your right toes back to your face. Change, left leg down, both legs lift up, grab your elbows each other, give yourself a big hug for coming to class, good for you. Squeeze your knees together and down, keep your head on the floor, 2 heels in line, side by side, look down the center line of your body and breathe. Good, release, change, arms down and eyes open. Second set, bend your right leg up, interlock your 10 fingers, other thumb, pinky finger on top, pull your knee out and down. Push the pads of your fingers into the backs of your hands to strengthen your grip. Change, right leg down, left leg up, pull your knee out and down. So this posture is good for grip strength. It's a good hip opener, and it's good for digestion, purposely putting some pressure on the lower abdomen. Change, left leg down, both legs up, grab your elbows each other, keep your heels in line, head on the floor, look down the center line of your body and hold still. Eventually, or in the future, when the bone joint skeletal system has improved, the whole spine from coccyx to the neck will be flat on the floor. Change, arms down and eyes open. Next, we do a straight leg sit up. If you have any concerns about your back today, a history of slip discs, if you told me before class that your back is hurting, please skip the sit up, at least the first one. Roll off to the side, meet us on your stomach. Otherwise, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good, turn, lie on your stomach for the spine strengthening series, starting with Cobra, Bhujangasana, good for your lower lumbar spine. Place your hands flat on the floor below your shoulders so your elbows point up towards the ceiling. Bring your feet together like a cobra's tail, toes and heels touch. Lock your legs, look up and lift. Stretch your upper body off the floor using your back strength. Come up halfway only, so elbows stay bent, hug your arms into your sides, drop your shoulders down away from your ears. Don't forget about your cobra's tail. Keep your feet together, lock your legs, look up, chin up, chest up, stretch up. Good, change slowly, lower down. Look to your right, left ear on your mat, arms down, heels open. This sequence on our stomach is called the spine strengthening series. It's really good for folks with back pain, scoliosis, anything like that. Second set, bring your chin forward, hands flat on the floor, fingers below your shoulders, feet together, lock your legs, look up and lift. So in all of these postures, we're strengthening the muscles that surround the spine, helping you to stand a little bit taller. And they're also spinal compression postures. They're back bends, right? Which can help release some tension. Change, slowly lower down. Look to your left, right ear on your mat, arms down, heels open. So in a culture where we tuck our chin to our chest a lot to like look at our cell phones, frankly, let alone other stuff, these back bending postures are gonna help stretch out the spine, the core. Locust Shalabhasana, chin forward, arms straight position. Rotate your arms palms, so your palms face the floor, thumbs outside, pinky fingers inside. Option to stay right here, or as you're ready, bring your arms underneath your body, so one day pinky fingers touch. This is probably uncomfortable for your wrists, elbows, and shoulders, that's okay. But if it's painful, have your arms out to the side. Lock your right leg, point your right toes, and lift your right leg up. So a little bit of discomfort in class is okay, but you're never going to a point of pain, a point where you're like gritting your teeth or holding your breath or making faces with your face. Lift your thigh up, change, right leg down, relax your right leg, lock your left leg, point your left toes, and lift your left leg up. See the foot come directly over the top of your head to a 45-degree angle, half of 90, lock your left leg, change. Left leg down. Third part, tuck your chin in so your mouth is on your mat. Nice long neutral neck here. Bring your arms a little closer underneath you. Spread your fingers wide, squeeze your butt, feet together, lock your legs, point your toes, and lift both legs up. Come up, everybody come up. You can do it, struggle a little harder. Don't give up, mouth down, shoulders down, triceps tight, roll forward, squeeze your butt, lift your thighs up. Good, change, lower down, arms out, look to the right, and take a breath. Second set, chin forward, arms straight, rotate your arms, palms face the floor, bring your arms underneath you. One day pinky fingers touch. If your thumbs are touching, flip your palms the other way. It's safer for your shoulders. Lock your right leg, point your right toes, and lift your right leg up. So it's a funny thing, right? For most of us, if we were to flip the arms the other way, so the palms faced up, we could probably lift the leg higher, but it's more, it's like more dangerous for the shoulders. Change, right leg down, relax right leg, lock your left leg, point your left toes, and lift your left leg up. So in an overachieving culture, sometimes we like associate depth with like, that must be the right thing, right? But sometimes the thing that's a little harder is actually safer. Change, left leg down, third part, tuck your chin in. So mouth on the floor, palms on the floor, spread your fingers wide, squeeze your butt, lock your legs, point your toes, and lift both legs up, come up, everybody come up, struggle a little harder, roll forward, shoulders down, triceps tight, squeeze your butt, lock your legs, lift your thighs up, good, change, lower down, arms out, look to the left. As you release the arms, you release the tourniquet effect, fresh blood rushes through the knuckles, wrists, elbows, and shoulders. Purna Shalabhasana, full locust, chin forward this time, arms out to the side like airplane wings, feet together, toes, heels touch. Lock your legs, point your toes, look up and lift. Arms, body, head, legs, everything lifts off the floor like a plane, just your hip bones on the floor, rest of your body's in the air, look up to the ceiling where your eyes go, body knows to follow. This posture is so good for strengthening your back. If you ever Google like yoga for back pain, this posture will show up on every single list, right? You're lifting your thighs, you're lifting your torso, bending the spine, strengthening the back, come up a little higher at the end. Good, change, slowly lower down, tuck in your wings, look to the right. So eventually that little higher at the end component is where you start. So we're always just getting a little deeper, slowly over time. Second set, bring your chin forward, arms out to the side. But of course, progress is not linear. Feet together, lock your legs, point your toes, look up, and lift. Everything lifting off the floor. Keep your neck in line with the rest of your spine. So you're not dropping your head all the way down. You're also not jamming it all the way back. Feet together, fingers together, arms apart, legs together, thighs up, chin up, chest up, look up, come up a little higher at the end. Good, change, slowly lower down, tuck in your wings, look to the left. As you inhale, feel the backs of your ribs expand. As you exhale, let your shoulders fall. Dhanurasana, floor bow, chin forward, bend your legs, grab your feet from the outside, 2 inches below the toes. If you can't grab both feet, first set, grab one foot, opposite arm out in front. Second set, switch it out. Point your toes, squeeze your butt, look up towards the ceiling, and start to kick into your hands. Good, continuously keep kicking without stopping, without intermission. It's the kick that drives the posture. Roll forward once, freeze between your ribs and hips, hold still. Do little sips of air in and out through your nose. Bring your knees in, feet out, wrists straight, look up, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, slowly lower down. Look to your right, take a breath, stay with your breath. Stay right here, right now. Second set, chin forward, bend your legs, grab your feet, point your toes, squeeze your butt, look up, and kick into your hands. This is the last posture on the stomach. It's good for digestion as you hold still between the ribs and hips. It's a nice back bend and chest and shoulder opener. Squeeze inner thighs closer together, get your wrists straight, point your toes, look up, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, lower down, look to your left, and let that one go. Bring your chin forward, hands to the floor, push up, come to the top of your mat, Supta Vajrasana, fixed firm. I'm going to show you from the side. Start in tabletop position, open your knees, open your feet, and as you're ready, walk your hands back. You can keep your hands in front of you, beside you, or behind you the whole time until one day you can sit down between your heels. Doesn't have to be today or tomorrow. If you can sit between your heels, put your hands on your feet, right elbow, left elbow, drop your head back, head to floor. Tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor, arms over your head, grab your elbows each other and hold. Wherever you are is just perfect. You want a gentle stretch, never a point of pain. Change. Put your hands on your feet, push yourself up, head up last, turn around, Savasana, head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. So this posture is really good if you're like a runner, a skier, basketball, soccer, cycling, anything using the lower body joints. You might not go as far in this posture, but it'll help you do that thing that you love for much longer because we're working through tight joints and scar tissue in the lower body. You are always welcome to skip sit-ups by rolling off to the side. Otherwise, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. If after class you find that your back hurts and not in a good like I worked out way, skip the sit-ups next time. Sit-ups are the first thing to go. Open your knees, open your feet, second set. As you're ready, walk your hands back. If first set was rough, try opening your knees wider. Eventually sit between your heels, put your palms on your soles, right elbow, left elbow, drop your head back, head to floor, tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor, arms over your head, grab your elbows each other and hold. If that's all easy, walk your knees back together, but knees never come off the floor. Change, put your hands on your feet, push yourself up. Head up last, turn around, Savasana. As you release out of the posture, you release the tourniquet effect. Fresh blood flows through the toes, ankles, knees, and hips. Sometimes the release from the posture is as therapeutic as the posture itself. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Half tortoise, come to the back of your mat, knees, feet together, hips on your heels, arms up, palms together, cross your thumbs, stretch up, and go down. You're welcome to put one or both hands on the floor to help you in, otherwise forehead to floor, little fingers to floor. This is half tortoise, not child's pose. Palms together, thumbs crossed, try to get elbows and wrists off the floor. Reach your arms forward, sink your hips down, stretch, stretch, stretch. Good, change, come on up, arms with ears, very nice, arms down, turn around, Savasana. So for many of us, we can't touch our forehead to the floor in that posture, or we can't get our hips to the heels, or both, of course. Think about stretching the spine. Like again, if you're in a giant x-ray machine, you'd want to see the vertebrae stretching apart in that posture. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Second set, so it's all about the stretch. Knees, feet together, hips on your heels, arms over your head, palms together, stretch up and go down. Second set, if you're going down, arms with your ears, try to touch forehead to floor first, and then little fingers. Reach your arms forward, sink your hips down, re-energize, reorganize, revitalize. Good, change, come on up, stomach in, arms with ears, very nice, arms down, turn around, Shavasana. Take a slow inhale, feel your chest rise. Slow exhale, let your shoulders fall. Legs together, arms over your head, flex your feet, squeeze your seat, sit up. Good, come to the top of your mat, Camel Ustrasana. This is the highlight of your Friday. It's a delicious back bend. Stand on your knees, 6 inches between your knees and your feet. Put your hands on your lower back, thumbs outside, fingers to the floor. And this is already a heart opener. This might be enough. When you're ready, lift your nose, lift your chin, and relax your head back. Option to stay here with your hands on your back or go back halfway. Freeze in the middle. Option to stay here, or when you're ready, right hand down, grab your right heel. Left hand down, grab your left heel, thumbs outside, fingers inside, full palm grip on your heels. Push your hips forward, lift your chest up, relax your head back. Change, put your hands on your back, push yourself up, head up last, turn around, Savasana. If that posture makes you feel some kind of way, dizzy, nauseous, lightheaded in particular, that is an involuntary central nervous system response to opening the front of your body. There's nothing wrong with you. Nobody's told you this yet today. There's nothing wrong with you, and there's also nothing wrong with you doing second set. Here we go. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. So opening the front of the body through back bends is a really good way to release tension from the front of the body, but it can feel a little intense, right? Because we're exposing like our organs. So the central nervous system picks up a little bit. Second set, you can open your knees wider, put your hands on your back, squeeze your butt, push your hips forward, look up. If it feels good, drop your head back. One day, go back halfway. Eventually, or in the future, grab your heels. If you can't grab your heels, or if you have to lean back a lot to grab your heels, keep your hands on your back. It is better support for your spine. Hips forward, chest up, head back. Change. Put your hands on your back. Push yourself up with control. Head up last. Very nice. Turn around. Savasana. Head to the front of the mat. Feet to the back of the mat. As you lie down on this hard floor, picture everything kind of stretching, lengthening, realigning. You wouldn't necessarily want to like sleep all night on your floor, right? But for the purpose of yoga, it's really good for stretching everything out. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good, so that was our deepest back bend. We're gonna flip it and reverse it now with our deepest forward curl, rabbit, Sasangasana. Sit knees, feet together, hips on your heels, make L's with your hands like little bunny ears, and grab your heels from the outside, thumbs outside, fingers inside, full palm grip on your heels. Stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, and go down. Chin to chest, stomach in, forehead to knees, automatically top of head to floor. Pull on your heels. Don't lose the grip. Lift your hips up. If there's a gap between your knees and head, you can walk your knees up one by one, but head stays in place. Press your feet down, squeeze your heels together, press your hips forward, lift your shoulders up, round your spine. Good, change, hips down, slowly uncurl, vertebra by vertebra, disc by disc, head up last, very nice, turn around, Savasana. So again, that's a rounded spine posture. If it feels good, round your spine as much as you can, but if it's like pulling on your back in any way to round your spine, you don't have to lift your hips up quite so high. Again, a stretch is good, maybe a little bit of a challenge, but never a point of pain, a point where it feels like your back is slipping in any way. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. And again, the sit-ups are always optional. Come to the middle of your mat, second set, knees, feet together, hips on your heels, grab your heels from the outside, stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, go down. So thumbs outside, fingers inside, full palm grip on your heels, forehead to knees, top of head to floor, pull on your heels. Don't lose the grip, lift your hips up, lift your shoulders up, squeeze your heels together, suck your stomach in, press your hips forward, round your spine. Good, change hips down, slowly uncurl, take your time, head up last, very nice, turn around, Savasana. Almost to the end, everybody's doing great. We're gonna do one set of head to knee, one set of stretching, and flow that straight into spine twist. Legs together, arms over your head, flex your feet, squeeze your seat, sit up. Great, Janushirasana, one set, middle of your mat, right leg out, left leg in, two legs make an L, a 90-degree angle, no wider. Inhale, arms overhead, stretch up. Exhale, turn to your right, tuck your chin to your chest and go down. Touch your forehead and knee together. To touch your knee and head together, you can bend your right leg a whole bunch, interlock your fingers and flex your toes back. This is a great way to stretch your Achilles and your calf, preventing any tears there. Bend your elbows down to open shoulder blades, scapula. Change, arms up, left leg out, right leg all the way in. Stretch up first, turn to your left, tuck your chin to your chest and go down. If it's easy to touch your forehead and knee together with a bent leg, keep going, straighten your leg, maybe even lock your leg, elbows down, stomach in, right elbow down, right shoulder down, roll into the right. Good, change, arms up, both legs out in front of you. If you're skipping, sit up, stay here. Otherwise, lay down, let your spine realign and sit up. Paschimottanasana stretching, I'm going to show you from the side. Bend your knees, hook onto your big toes with your peace sign fingers, thumbs on top, and scoot your butt back, right, left. Rather than rounding your spine and compressing your abdomen, I want you to stretch your spine and stretch your abdomen like there's a board strapped to your back. Knees can stay bent. You're going to fold forward, puff up your chest. If your legs are straight, lock your legs, puff up your chest, and fold forward. Stick your butt out, stomach to thighs, pull. Chest to knees stretch, one day toes and head touch. Good, stay seated, change, come on up, spine twist. Take a moment, identify left, identify right, don't mix them up. Bend your left leg on the floor. Touch your right heel to your left knee. Right arm behind you, left arm up and over, grab left knee with left hand, hand, heel, and knee touch. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look over right shoulder twist. Evenly distribute your body weight on both sit bones, sit up nice and tall. If you can balance here, take your right hand off the floor, wrap it around for a half bind. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look back, twist, twist, twist. Good, change, unwind. I'm going to show you from the side. Bend your right leg on floor, touch left heel to right knee. You are welcome to have your right leg straight out in front of you as well. Left arm behind you, right arm up, over, grab a right knee with right hand. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look over your left shoulder. Notice if you're leaning back a lot, sit up nice and tall. If you can balance here, do the half bind. Keep spine straight, chest up, rib cage open. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist, twist, twist. Good, change, unwind, turn around, Savasana. So we begin this sequence, 26 into yoga, with a breathing exercise, and we end full circle with a breathing exercise. So we always start and finish focusing on lung health. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Okay, Middle of your mat in towel, Kapalabhati, knees, feet together, hips on your heels, hands on your thighs. You're gonna exhale through your mouth. As you exhale through your mouth, pull your belly in. When the stomach relaxes, the lungs will automatically take in air. It's pretty cool. Sit up nice and tall, concentrate, meditate. Don't forget to have fun. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If sitting on your feet hurts, don't do it. Sit on your butt, crisscross applesauce for the second set. Otherwise, look straight ahead. Here we go. Four, three, two, one. Good for you. Honor yourself. Give yourself a hug. High five. Pat on the back. Turn around. Final Savasana. If you have to leave, I totally understand. If you have time, make time. Final Savasana, at least like a couple breaths, right? Close your eyes. Open your arms and legs. And take a deep, life-giving breath. Is there something you're still holding on to? Could be physical tension or maybe a worry or a care that's not really your burden to carry. This is an invitation just to let it go. If that's something that's speaking to you right now, take a slow inhale through your nose. Slow exhale through your nose, letting it all go. Picture yourself in perfect, radiant health.